But celebrating is love, celebrating is people. You, all you people who helped my sister and I through the darkest days. You showed us the love because you loved my dad. He was different. Thank God, who wants to be boring? You know, he was loved by so many, but all of you guys, every single one of you, Soren and Ronnie, Virginia and Rocky, you guys, this took so much weight off our shoulders, this venue, Vicente, your art, this circle, it was all so meant to be. And my dad's last 8 weeks was seriously like a screenplay out of Hunter S. Thompson. It was. And I have one quote that I want to read. And it was from Hunter S. Thompson. And it said, and this is my dad, life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, right? But rather a skinny broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and proclaiming, wow, what a ride! What a ride! Experiences of every single one of you that carried you through our journey of life, that held your hand through the dark times, because life on a paved road is easy, but when it's four-wheel drive and when you come to tough times, those people, right? Those people you remember, not when things are good, when things are bad. And Dad had a rough last year and a half, but I'll tell you, man, he talked you boys and girls up. He loved everybody here. And I just can't thank you guys enough for helping us, because Shaula and I couldn't have done this without you all. And, you know, people came from near, very far. And, you know, my dad, he was one of those people, right? He'd call you up, hey, darling, right? He'd call you up, probably way too late. Went to voicemail, it should have, because you were like him. One more Hunter S. Thompson quote was, some may never live, but the crazy never die. I could say many stories about my dad, but the greatest thing about my dad is that being an artist, and he would say, he'd call me weekly. He'd call me every 3 days, how you doing, darling? How's the boys? How's Ben? But one quote I will take with me into the heavens when I'm ready to meet him was, he said to my sister and I, all this art, all this hoopla, all these people he knew. But he said, you and your sister, you're my greatest creations. And that's what life's about, is what you create and who you love and who you make feel loved. And that's what everybody can take with them. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't tell somebody how you love. It doesn't have to be a funeral. It doesn't have to be a birthday. Celebrate this fucking life every day!
If you want to form a circle and
minutes. Oh, you think you're gonna get a text? Oh, guess what? You're gonna have a stroke tonight. You're never gonna wake up. So people have cancer and they live with this. You gotta tell everybody how you feel right now. Live in the moment. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to create and make yourself vulnerable. And I think that's what my dad was about. And so I just thank you guys all again from the bottom of my heart for coming. I don't know if anybody else wants to say something, if anybody else has a story. Shaula, if you want to say something, but really, life is for the now and life is for living, because once you're gone, I mean, I wish Dad's here in spirit, but this is a party, man. You're gonna love this. So, from the bottom of my heart, a hui ho, which in Hawaiian means until we meet again. Thank you all, and thanks for loving my dad out here in the desert. And just thank you.
Thank you.
I think Flaunn pretty much covered it, but my dad talked about all of you guys, and my dad loved everybody, and he was friends with everybody, and he was, to say that he was a unique spirit is a grand understatement. And one of the doing thank yous to everybody, like Flaunn said. And in true widower spirit, the last time I saw him, as he left to go see John Thornton. John.
What?
Yeah. Well, he left my house, and then there were 2 days of a complete mystery. He was at large, he burned up a rental car, and ended up in his entirely separate rental car at John's house. But after he almost burned my house down, and he left, and I said, I love you, Dad. And the last time I saw him in person, he said, I love you more. And Boyd loves all of you more, and we all love all of you more. And we are all stardust. And rest in peace, you crazy motherfucker, El Chingadero, the Indio Blanco. No adios, no adios. A hui ho. If there's anybody who would like to speak up and say a little story or say a little something, this is our church today. We are surrounded by this beautiful art, and so if anyone would love to tell a story, this is the time to share a quick story about Boyd or long or short or whatever. Legal or illegal. Right.
I was 12 years old whenever these two young girls were in the blue truck. What year? 73, 72. 72 blue truck with Boyd and all of his art in the back coming through Tucson. I was living in Tucson with my mom, and they stopped. And oh my gosh, Boyd was my cousin, but he was so good looking. 12-year-old girl was like, woo! Anyway, even though Luann was, and y'all were there, he was such a good looking man. But anyway, he had all of his art in the back. And that was the beginning.
Wow.
That was the beginning.
What a chingadero?
Yeah, too bad I did. Yeah, it was on y'all's way going out.
Wow.
Too bad I didn't get in that truck with y'all. Too young. Made man. Roy, got something for us?
Come on, come on.
Somebody.
I will say this, that I met the boy first. I met the boy in the middle of the night. He walked to my house for a party. And he said, well, if there's something going on, it's going to be happening in the middle of the night. So that formed a friendship with Boyd that at times was rocky and interesting. And other times it was fantastic, and I wouldn't know Shaula and Flaunn or anybody here really if it wasn't for Boyd. So here's to Boyd. Hey, what's up, Juarez?
So I'm here at Black Labrador Gallery for 25 years, and Boyd, when he found out that I had a gallery and I was a framer, he, hey darling, and he's in Valentine, Texas, and he's got some gig with somebody in El Paso. I don't know if it's baseball or hockey or what, and he needs some frames, and he just wants the samples. He just wants me to bring the samples to Valentine. I've never been to Valentine, Texas. I just moved from San Antonio to Alpine, opened this gallery, and I'm, all right. So he calls me back, and he says, could you give me a couple bottles of wine? And some cheese, and a carton of cigarettes. So I'm like, oh Boyd, okay. So that's I'm always, oh boy. So I get to Valentine, I show him the samples, bring him his stuff. He shows me everything, his mom's still alive. And I get the tour, I never get any money. I mean, I forget about the money, I forget about it, and I never got the job. But it was always a boy, hey darling. So that was my
Yeah, that was it.
Your name again?
Carrie Blackman.
Come on. Yes.
Okay.
So I came home from my house one day. My house is in a ghost town. It doesn't really even have a door. But I came back and there was a Lita Ford poster on my door. And I was like, you know, it's on a main road though. So I was like, maybe someone came through town. Like, who could it have been? And how do they know that I love Lita Ford? And it was a mystery for a really long time. I called everyone I knew up, like looking for the Lita. And I didn't end up finding out until just this past year that it had been, Boyd had just snuck into my house and put this poster up and never said anything about it. And also thought it was okay to do that. So yeah, and now I have a really cool poster, and yeah, Boyd. Thank you.
Come on, anyone else? Come on, there's gonna be a few more here. A few more stories.
I'm maybe one of the luckiest people in the room here because I have Boyd's last work. I have his last sculpture. It's my pickup truck that he wrecked.
Suitable for framing.
That's fantastic.
I'm so sorry.
Anyone else has a story? Shoot it, like Dad would say, and if not, eat, drink.
Let me do one quick one.
You know you've got one.
Last one from, oh, John Thornton.
You gotta get Thornton. All right, let me get Thornton.
I'm Boyd Elder, tour manager.
Get over here, speak louder, come on.
It started about 10 or 12 years ago when I showed up one night, in the middle of the night, and he was still up waiting for me. And I said, Boyd, let's go to San Marcos. We need to brand this little brew pub thing. He goes, I need some money. I said, I don't have any money, but I have a truck, and I'll make sure you get on that train and get home. And for the next 5 days, I watched Boyd Elder walk through the hill country, getting yanked by anybody and everybody. He was so sore in the shoulders. By the time I got him on that train in San Antonio, I thought, what the fuck was that? 5 days with Boyd Elder. I used to read liner notes when I was a kid. And the first time I saw him was on the back cover of Desperado. And that picture, man, it looks like, right at him, it looks like the devil rolling a joint. And lo and behold, he can roll, but he was no devil.
Like,
He killed him.